Alright, so I got an M4 20 millimeters. And I'm going to go ahead and try to get our power supply mounted here. I find it hard to believe that I went right down on that hole. Oh, pretty lucky. Alright, so there is, because I made this case smaller, the power supply does not fit between the cover holes, or the cover mounts, the cover holes. So you just slide this in like this. And I was going to paint this cover, but I decided not to. All right. There you go. So this is our case right here. There's our access, there's a cover for that, and there are a hole here, a hole in the middle, and a hole on the bottom to mount it. Here's the hole on the bottom. So there's 3 holes on the side. These should be all M5 screws. Let me get them together. Alright, so I found a couple little problems. This is a design that is cut down from a different Ender 3 that has raspberry, power backup, MOSFET, all kinds of stuff inside it. Because I made it shorter, we're not able to get to the screws. This is supposed to be a mounting screws that ties these two halves together. So what I've done is, at least on mine, I put 2 3mm screws to just hold the seam. Also, this mounting hole was slightly behind the power supply right here, so I moved it over. So basically, we're going to have 2 screws to mount it to the side and 1 on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and set those T-nuts up right now, and we'll screw this on. So these were M5, 8mm. I was 1 short. I seem to go through a lot of those. There's 1 here on the bottom. There's 1 here, and there's 1 right here on the side that I haven't put in. So there's the cover. I'm sorry. There's the case. Now, so might as well go ahead and put our fan in here. So if you look at a fan, you can see by the contour on the fan blade which way it moves the air. And that's going to move the air this way. So we want this to blow in. And we're wondering where I want our wire to be. So I believe that's good right there. Now this kind of snaps in, but there's also a screw right here on the bottom. So if you get any vibration, you can put a 3mm screw in there to hold it in place. Okay, we're going to put on our dual extrusion bracket. I'm sorry. We're going to put on our direct extrusion bracket. And we're just going to unscrew these. Beauty. Same thing right here. All right. What I'm going to do is take this bracket right here, and I had to cut a little piece off here. It's going to be in the way of our new cover. See if we can do it here. Why don't we just do one at a time? No, that's not going to work either, is it? All right. A little bit of nonsense. The bracket that I just showed putting on was from a scrap heap. I don't know why it was sticking up so high here, but I got it on. I noticed that the chain was going uphill. And I was like, wait a minute, that's not even the right bracket. So we have our new bracket on. These aren't the prettiest. I printed them at 0.2 layer and kind of fast. I don't know why I did that. So I figured I'm going to reprint them on the linears, but right now I only have 2 linears. One of them has a 0.8 nozzle because I'm printing some cases like these, which I printed 0.8. So I only have one linear printer with a 0.4, and it's printing a new one of these. I redid it and took this off so it doesn't interfere, and also I had forgotten to put the supports, but you can see what the linear does. So pretty much nonsense. So we have that printing on the linear, and maybe we'll redo some brackets. Also this right here, 0.2, it's not on a wheeled printer. So I got that bracket on. There was 2 screws here. I believe these are M3 8mm for this bracket. I only got 2 in. There's 4. Also, I'm waiting for the linear printer. There's an Allen wrench holder that kind of just takes up this hole right here. So this bracket is something we use for something else, or it was made from something else we use. And we just adapted it, and we have a little piece that goes in here, sticks up about that high, and just holds Allen wrenches. It's the only thing I could think to do with that.